Supporter of the New World Order, Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report, man. Hey, make sure you support the movement, Black Fox News. Go ahead and visit blackfoxnews.com/shop. The link is in the Black Fox News Instagram bio. You know what I mean? You can get your paraphernalia like such, and all different color shapes and sizes, as well as other fly shit too, man. Definitely support us. We'd appreciate it. Now, the House Judiciary Committee lawyer brought up the possibility of adding more articles of impeachment against Donald Trump. Now, this possibility came up during a court filing yesterday on Monday, where they were basically considering, Democratic lawmakers are considering whether they could force former White House counsel Don McGahn to testify. This was somebody who was a central witness in a Robert Mueller investigation and could actually relate to whether Trump had tried to obstruct justice or obstruct the Robert Mueller investigation. So this is not the House of Representatives. They've already impeached Donald Trump, and it's not the first time that other articles have been brought up against him. Remember, Texas Congressman Al Green was the first person to bring up impeachment back in 2017. But when he spoke with Democracy Now! Last week, he talked about how, if Andrew Johnson could be impeached in Article 10 for reasons of like bigotry, hatred, and and things of that nature, then, so can this president. Green war on graduation. Reporter of the New World Order, Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So, the Boeing, the airplane company, has actually fired CEO Dennis Muilenburg amid this controversy of basically the 737 MAX passenger jet being grounded globally earlier this month. Keep in mind, since late last year and earlier this year, when those 737 MAX 7 and 8 jets had actually crashed for the Ethiopian Airlines and the Indonesian Lion Airlines. Both had crashed, killing a total of 346 passengers. Now, this is these have been halted for the moment, like the production of these airplanes. They should be scrapped if you ask me, but I don't know, maybe they'll do it further notice, but at least even symbolically they should scrap it. But Boeing actually tapped David Calhoun to be CEO. This is somebody that's worked for Blackstone, Nielsen, and General Electric. No really similarity between those companies, so it's somebody that just knows how to take companies and have them make money, apparently, or possibly just has some rich connections. We'll see how this turns out. The Green War on graduate. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So, the New York Times is reporting that actually the Pentagon is considering removing most, if not all, of U.S. troops that are stationed in West Africa. This will include basically vacating a newly built drone base that's in Niger, as well as ending U.S. support for the troops, for French troops that are actually fighting in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, pardon me. Now, this is a part of the Department of Defense Secretary Mark Esper's efforts to pull away from this post-9/11 war on terror. You know what I mean? And let's put that in quotes, that war on terror or whatever. But currently there's 6 to 7,000 troops stationed all across Africa. And we know that's happened under the Obama. That was a lot. So, you know what I mean? That's what's going on. We'll see what happens. Green war on graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady, letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. Make sure y'all sign that petition. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, GradyGrant716, or in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. Now, in the northwestern province of Idlib in Syria, there have actually been 100,000 people that have been forced to flee the area. This is one of the last anti-government rebel-controlled areas in Syria, and it's been bombarded by Russian and Syrian airstrikes in the past several months. But then just in the past month, the past few weeks, there's actually been tens of thousands of people that have actually fled towards the Turkish border. Keep in mind, this is a province that has about 3 million people, but in just human rights groups are actually saying that there's actually been dozens of Syrian civilians that have been killed in this past week alone. Syria the government has been trying to take control of this area for some time, like pretty much all year. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It doesn't seem like anything's changing. Green Wall on graduation. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So in the southwestern city of Chengdu, China, leaders from Japan, China, and South Korea actually met to discuss regional cooperation and reducing tensions on the Korean Peninsula. So you had Moon Jae-in, the president of South Korea, that actually also spoke on the basically cooperation between the United States and North Korea and how that's desirable by them, and he'll try to encourage that. Basically, everybody in that meeting will try to encourage that as well. This comes as in North Korea, they basically said that they were going to send the United States quote unquote Christmas gift if they don't lift the sanctions that they have imposed on North Korea. Green War on graduation, everybody stay woke. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So the Canadian government is actually under heavy condemnation, especially from the indigenous community, after the Guardian news outlet had actually revealed these documents about the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, right? So it showed that commanders were arguing that lethal overwatch is required, and this is a term basically used to say, for snipers or whatever, to have snipers on deck. But they were saying this was required in dealing with the land defenders that were basically resisting the construction of the Coastal GasLink pipeline as being built on the Wet'suwet'en Nation's ancestral land in British Columbia. So people have been actually protesting there, and this was being requested ahead of a police raid that actually took place last January. So it just shows that they were willing to kill use lethal force against indigenous people that are basically entitled to that land. You know what I mean? The same thing is kind of going on in the US and in Brazil and other nations as well. So it's fucked up. Green War on graduation. For the other New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So Anthony Olise Akiyemi. This is a 56-year-old Nigerian man that actually died while in ICE being Immigration and Customs Enforcement, while in ICE custody on Saturday in Maryland. Now, they say that ICE says that his death is under investigation, but it looks like an apparent suicide. But the House of Oversight and Reform Committee on Monday actually sent letters to immigration officials demanding documentation on the growing number of migrant deaths in these detention centers. And hours later, you also had hundreds of people protesting in like Los Angeles, Houston, Chicago, and in Portland, orchestrated by a Jewish group known as Never Again. And this group draws parallels between the Holocaust and these detention centers for migrants that's going on in America or whatever, basically calling for an end to migrant detention. Green War on graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So over in Colorado, the governor, Jared Polis, he has actually pardoned Ingrid Encalada La Torre. Basically, this is somebody who actually took sanctuary at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Boulder in order to basically fight against her deportation to Peru. Well, now with this pardon, she can now fight the case. They can reopen the case, and she can be reconsidered for deportation. Now, La Torre is one of 4 women that are in Colorado that are actually in sanctuary fighting deportation cases. The other women, you're talking about Araceli Velasquez, Rosa Sabino, and then Jeanette Vizquerra, who is actually named one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world back in 2017 for her immigration activism work. Green War on graduation. Report of the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. Rest in power to Robert Seth Hayes, former Black Panther, who actually died in his home in New York this past Saturday. This is somebody that was born in October of 1947, grandson of sharecroppers, and he actually had been drafted to the Vietnam War and was awarded a Purple Heart. But fast forward, and not too much of a fast forward, he actually joined the Black Panther Party after the assassination of Martin Luther King, which we now know today was government sanctioned. Now, him, along with a lot of people, joined the party after that assassination. He took part in the free medical and free breakfast programs, helped with that. But in 1973, he was convicted of murdering a New York City transit officer, something he always denied. But nevertheless, he spent 45 fucking years in jail until being released on parole last year. And then just a year later, he died. It's fucked up, man. But, you know, one of the longest held political prisoners in the U.S. Green Wall and graduation.